10 Best New SUVs Coming in 2026 and 2027 You Must Wait For. Number 10. Mazda CX-90. The 2026 Mazda CX-90 arrives with changes that make it feel more grown and more polished without losing the balanced road feel that helped it stand out. Mazda keeps the main shape familiar but tightens the details. The front has a wider lower grille, slimmer LED lights, cleaner chrome work, and a smoother nose that gives the SUV a stronger stance. The body lines look sharper from the side, and the new wheel designs go up to 21 inches, filling the arches better than before. Mazda also adds 2 new paint options for 2026, giving buyers more freedom without jumping into higher trims. What makes the 2026 update appealing is how Mazda focuses on the numbers that matter. Fuel use drops a little thanks to gearbox tuning, and towing climbs slightly from the earlier model because of stronger cooling and calibration. The ride also gets quieter. Mazda adds more damping around the wheel wells and firewall so road noise stays low on highways. Pricing starts near $48,000 for the base trim, while fully loaded versions with premium materials and added tech packages will likely reach close to $59,000. The mild hybrid system also gets a quiet upgrade, working longer during slow speeds to reduce strain on the main engine and improve stop-and-go efficiency. Overall, the 2026 Mazda CX-90 delivers fresh style, better control, and real worth for buyers willing to wait for something smarter in the next SUV cycle. Number 9. Genesis GV70. The Genesis GV70 gets a strong round of changes that help it feel fresh without losing the solid driving feel that made the earlier model so popular. The shape stays close to what buyers already know, but the front grille is slightly reshaped. The lights sit slimmer, and the bumper has smoother curves that give the SUV a cleaner road stance. The rear gets a small touch-up with new light bars and a tighter tailgate line, and Genesis adds updated wheel designs that reach up to 21 inches. The body sits a little lower, which gives it a grounded look while still keeping daily comfort. The 2027 model puts most of its focus on range, efficiency, and price. Genesis brings in a plug-in hybrid option for the first time in this SUV, giving buyers a long electric-only range for short trips while keeping a gas setup for long drives. Fuel numbers are better this year because of new tuning and a smoother shift logic. Drivers can expect a wider spread of trims with starting prices near $53,000 for the standard model and close to $62,000 for the sport package with stronger road grip and more advanced tech features. Overall, the Genesis GV70 grows in the right places and offers strong value for buyers waiting for something updated in the compact luxury space. Number 8. Hyundai Palisade. The 2026 Hyundai Palisade comes with a fresh look that makes it stand out the moment it rolls up. Hyundai gives the front a wider grille with a squared layout, slimmer LED lights, and a bumper that looks sharper compared to the current model. The body lines along the sides are slightly raised to make the SUV look longer and more settled on the road. The rear section also gets a small update with stretch tail lights and a cleaner tailgate line that removes the bulky feel of the older version. Hyundai brings in new wheel patterns as well, going up to 22 inches for the top trim. The 2026 update focuses on small improvements that matter over time. The ride is smoother this year because Hyundai revised the shock setup and added better isolation points under the chassis. Wind noise is lower due to new seals around the pillar and a tighter fit around the rear doors. Buyers can expect a mild hybrid setup with stronger efficiency numbers than the current version. This helps daily running costs and gives the Palisade a calm pull during city use. Pricing is expected to start around $41,000 for the base trim and reach close to $54,000 for the highest grade with its added features. Hyundai is also planning a wider set of driver assist tools that work more softly than before, keeping the SUV steady in traffic without sudden corrections. Overall, the 2026 Hyundai Palisade steps forward with cleaner style, better road comfort, and value that makes it worth waiting for in the coming SUV wave. Number 7. Cadillac Escalade. The Cadillac Escalade arrives with a strong redesign that makes it look sharper and more modern without losing the bold stance that made it famous. The front now wears a wider grille with a cleaner pattern, paired with thin vertical lights that stretch higher than before. The bumper has smoother edges, and the hood line drops slightly to give the SUV a more streamlined look on open roads. Along the sides, Cadillac adds a new shoulder crease that gives the body a more solid shape, while the wheel options reach up to 24 inches, giving the Escalade a larger and more commanding presence. The changes for this year also focus on stronger range and lower running costs for buyers who choose the electric version. Cadillac is improving the battery structure for better cooling and more consistent output during long trips. The ride feels calmer this year because of new mounts under the chassis and revised air suspension settings that reduce bounce on rough roads. Pricing for the Escalade is expected to begin near $84,000, while premium trims with larger wheels and added tech will likely climb past $110,000. Overall, the Cadillac Escalade stands strong with a cleaner look, better efficiency, and updates that make it a worthy wait for buyers wanting a top-tier full-size SUV. Number 6. Toyota RAV4. The 2026 Toyota RAV4 gets the biggest redesign it has seen in years, giving it a fresh look that clearly sets it apart from the current model. Toyota gives the front a wider stance, a thicker grille frame, and slimmer LED lights that stretch toward the fenders. The bumper lines are smoother, removing the blocky look from the present version. The sides get reshaped door panels with cleaner edges, along with wheel options that now go up to 20 inches. The roof rails sit lower to reduce wind drag, and Toyota adds 2 new paint choices, including a deeper blue that will be exclusive for the first year. Toyota focuses heavily on efficiency for 2026. The hybrid setup is improved with better cooling and lighter parts, giving drivers stronger fuel numbers during daily use. The ride feels calmer thanks to new dampers and a tighter steering setup that helps reduce body roll in quick turns. Buyers can expect better ground clearance by a small margin, making the RAV4 more stable on light trails. Pricing is expected to start close to $31,000 for the base trim and move toward $40,000 for the highest hybrid grade. Toyota also plans to offer a wider set of driver aids that react with smoother inputs, making highway travel more relaxed. Overall, the 2026 Toyota RAV4 brings a clean redesign, better efficiency, and strong value that make it worth waiting for in the next wave of new SUVs. Number 5. Volvo XC90. The Volvo XC90 gets a mild refresh for the new model year, and while the exterior still keeps its clean shape, the updates try to give it a stronger street presence. The front gets a wider lower grille, a slimmer top grille frame, and new LED units that sit deeper into the corners. The bumper lines are softened but not too round, keeping the calm look that Volvo is known for. Along the sides, the door panels get tighter cuts and the wheel arches are shaped with a more solid edge. Wheel sizes now go up to 21 inches on higher trims. Inside, Volvo keeps the airy cabin style but gives the center screen a new layout with faster response. Some trims get a lighter wood finish and a cleaner set of controls under the screen. Seats are still the strong point, but the third row remains best for short trips. Sound insulation is better this year, cutting more road noise on rough highways. On the road, the XC90 focuses on steady comfort. The mild hybrid setup gets a small upgrade that improves low-speed pull and cuts vibration during stop-and-go traffic. Steering is light, and the suspension is tuned to stay calm over uneven city roads. Pricing is expected to start near $58,000 and climb past $70,000 for higher trims. Upkeep cost remains on the higher side, which affects long-term value in the used market. Overall, the XC90 continues as a calm family SUV with a smooth cabin, steady ride, and a design that stays simple while still looking current. Number 4. Kia EV9. The Kia EV9 steps into the new model years with a sharper look that makes it stand out even more in the full-size electric SUV space. The front keeps the wide face but gets new LED units that sit lower and stretch toward the sides. The grille area is closed as usual for an EV, but the trim pieces around it are shaped with cleaner angles that give the front a stronger road stance. The hood line is flatter, and the side profile keeps the tall body with a more defined shoulder line running from the front to the rear. Kia also updates the wheel choices, now offering designs that go up to 22 inches with a cleaner spoke style. Range numbers get a small jump thanks to a slightly improved battery layout. Kia also updates the charging system so it can pull faster speeds at more public stations, cutting waiting time on road trips. Ride comfort stays smooth, helped by a revised suspension setup that handles broken city roads with fewer vibrations. The steering has been tuned to feel steadier at highway speeds, which helps the EV9 feel more planted for such a large SUV. Pricing is expected to start close to $56,000 for the entry model and stretch past $72,000 for the higher trims with bigger battery packs. The running cost stays low thanks to electricity savings, but buyers should still expect higher insurance rates due to the size and tech inside the vehicle. Overall, the EV9 holds its place as one of the most forward-looking family SUVs, offering fresh design, better range, and strong value for anyone willing to wait for the next wave of electric models. Number 3. Toyota Corolla Cross. The 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross gets a clear refresh that makes it look more grown and more sure of itself on the road. The front end now carries a wider grille frame with a thicker lower section, giving the SUV a stronger stance without looking heavy. The LED lights are slimmer and pushed toward the edges, shaping a cleaner front profile. The hood sits a bit lower with smoother lines, and the bumper gets a new layout that removes the older round cuts. Along the sides, Toyota gives the doors a straighter line that runs across the body, and wheel sizes now go up to 19 inches. Toyota puts a lot of work into giving the Corolla Cross better daily use comfort. The platform gets slight tuning to cut vibrations on rough streets, and the steering gains a tighter feel during quick lane changes. Fuel numbers are expected to improve by a small margin thanks to lighter parts and better cooling. Pricing is expected to start close to $26,000 for the base gasoline trim and move toward $32,000 for the hybrid. Running costs stay low, helped by good mileage and Toyota's track record for low maintenance needs. With these updates, the Corolla Cross remains one of the more sensible picks for buyers who want a compact SUV that looks fresher without pushing the price too high. Overall, the 2026 Corolla Cross offers a simple update, better control, and fair pricing that make it a smart option to wait for in the coming SUV wave. Number 2. Hyundai Ioniq 9. The Hyundai Ioniq 9 enters the scene as one of the biggest electric SUVs the brand has built so far, and it brings a fresh shape that separates it from the smaller Ioniq models. The front has a wide flat face with a new LED layout that runs across the entire width, paired with square modules on the lower corners. The hood is long and sits almost level, giving the SUV a bold road stance without adding extra bulk. Along the sides, the doors carry straighter lines with a solid shoulder that connects the front and rear. Wheel options now go up to 22 inches, and Hyundai adds a new silver blue shade that will be exclusive for the launch phase. At the back, the tail lights form a long horizontal bar that wraps around the edges, helping the SUV look cleaner and more modern. The Ioniq 9 is built on the stretched version of Hyundai's EV platform, allowing it to offer better range numbers and stronger charging performance. The larger battery pack is expected to push real-world range well past the current Ioniq 7 targets. Hyundai also tunes the ride to stay calm on rough city streets, and the steering now has a steadier feel at higher speeds. Cabin noise is reduced thanks to added insulation in the wheel wells and floor area, which helps the SUV feel smoother during highway travel. Pricing is expected to start close to $58,000 and move toward the upper $70,000 range depending on battery size and trim level. Overall, the Ioniq 9 brings size, range, growth, and a clean design update that make it one of the key electric SUVs worth waiting for in the next model wave. Number 1. Toyota Land Cruiser. The Toyota Land Cruiser comes back with a stronger stance and a clear focus on modern styling while keeping its tough look alive. The front gets a wider grille frame with thicker borders and a straighter layout that gives the SUV a firm presence from a distance. The LED headlights are slimmer and sit deeper into the corners, shaping a more direct front profile. The hood carries sharp lines that run toward the windshield, and the bumper gets new cuts that help the SUV look more planted without adding extra weight. Along the sides, the doors have cleaner edges, the fenders sit with a more squared shape, and wheel sizes now go up to 21 inches. Toyota focuses on giving the new Land Cruiser better fuel numbers with lighter parts and small upgrades that help daily use. The SUV also feels steadier on the road thanks to revised suspension tuning that cuts bounce during rough highway travel. Steering response is improved, making the SUV feel a bit easier to guide at city speeds. Pricing is expected to start close to $57,000 and move toward the mid-$70,000 range depending on trim. Even with the price jump, the Land Cruiser holds strong value because buyers trust its long-term durability and overall running cost control. Overall, the Land Cruiser stays true to its roots while bringing a cleaner design and better control, making it one of the top SUVs worth waiting for in the coming years. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.